what basis we are going to give. Uh, yes. Now, coming to the second internal test, the first thing I want to tell you is everyone should write an elaborated answers. Especially as I told you that in a remedial class, that you have to diagram is very much important. With the base of a diagram, you have to explain the concept with the real examples. So that is very much important where in IoT is an elective theory subject where they will expect the abbreviation, means abbreviations and elaborations of the answers. So that is very much important. That's a one important thing everyone should know. And another one is important thing is this time they made a strict rules that one who crossed the buffer time, that is already before 10 minutes we will give and after 10 minutes we will give. So if anybody crosses above that, so their paper will not be corrected and it will be kept pending. So again, there will be a committee to will submit to that particular committee, and then again they will take in charge of that, and they will call you in a committee, and again big process. So why to take that much risk? So that is very much important. More than a 1.5 hour will be there. So submit as early as possible. Means within a time what we have given. That is very much important. If you are not given, again all these circumstances you have to face in a test. So coming to the syllabus for an IA test is until now what I have did that you can consider, especially you concentrate on market analysis and the technology means architecture of the IoT, and then the technology terms what we have used. That is especially device and gateways. Concentrate on that, and then you concentrate on the local area network and a wide area network. So this is a portion for the test. Got it? Any doubts is there? You can ask me. Any doubts is there? Right. So that is one important thing. Here,
ಸರ್ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿ ಸರ್ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
market prescriptive from M to M towards IoT. Based on that, it will be there. There are value chains, different value chains. It can be there. Coming to the next, yeah, the questions may be there on the devices and gateways, and questions will be there on the networking also. That is wide area network or the LAN networks. LAN networks will be there, and architecture. Don't forget architecture. It will comes in the second unit only after the market analysis. So architecture of IoT project. So that based on that, the things will be there. Coming to next, the innovative and case study questions. Coming to the case study question, this time we are the case study question will be there on air pollution monitoring system. So now how you are going to prevent this air pollution monitoring means air pollution. How will you prevent this by giving information in a particular area that you have to tell? So what design concepts of that means first you have to give a brief discussion about an introduction about a problem and present what is the problems we are facing from that, and then a proposed system you can give and design for that. What are the components and are used and what are the design for that. Until this, you have to write and you have to justify your answer that with this particular project, what are the benefits the user is achieving or the social system, our system is achieving with that precautionary air pollution monitoring. So that is the one which you have to take into the consideration. In that way, you have to write an answer. Now, coming to the innovative question, what is the role of our IoT projects in Industrial 4.0? Now, presently, Industrial 3.0 is there, and we are in an era where we are moving from Industry 3.0 to Industry 4.0. And these things many times in active classes have taken things and have shown you even videos also. Tomorrow also I will show some videos based on this particular thing. And even you can remember the videos which I have shown means on the cloud era company, how they have made the IoT possibilities in different industries. And later on, you can see how the impact of IoT will be there in Industry 4.0, that is especially industrial IoT. Based on that, you should focus. You can Google it. Many, not only the videos what I have shown, many ton information will be there on that. Why I am giving this innovative question means my children should know what is the impact of IoT projects or IoT on the industries. And in the next era, means after 10 years, how industries will adapt an IoT and how they will change their business in a market. So that is an important things where you should know. Why? Because when you out from an MCA, so for your career and all in interviews and all, this plays a very much important role. So because of thinking on that, I have gone with many kinds of websites and YouTube videos, and I have seen and have collected some information on that. I will share the information in this space. Already have shared the case study information in a DSpace, and innovative question information also means whatever I collected, whatever is there in my view, I will share that information. Not only there is no rule that you have to write only that particular answers. Why? Because in an innovative and a case study question, you think in your view or in your innovative methods. There is no rule like that. You have to think in as I will think. Lot of other information will be there. Bulk information will be there in the internet, where you can write an answers based on that. And please, while writing an answer, you specify that in so and so company, this is an impact which is going on. Like that, if you write an answers, it will be very good that you are representing your answers in a good way. So that is also an important thing. So this, because of these two things, I have given this innovative and a case study questions. Second internal IA test. So this is all about an internal IA test. So test will be there on November 5th, 6th and 7th. So my subject will be there on 6th afternoon, according to me. Why? Because it's a 5-4 course subject. So I'm thinking like that. So it will be an afternoon subject. So be careful to this time with the timings. So this is very much important. Else any doubts is there regarding this, you can interact with me now. 5 minutes I will open for a discussion. Anybody?
No, sir, no doubt.
Any others? Yeah, now back here with our lesson. Now in our last class, we are discussing on the data management. What is the importance of data management in especially in IoT projects, not only in a cloud stage and all, as we have discussed that the data management is very crucial from starting from a collection of the data from a sensor, so taking that to the device, and there in a device evaluating that particular information, and then taking that information to the server or in a cloud or a database, and they're managing that particular data and extracting the information what we need according to our business or enterprise process. Based on that information, the decision making which we can do, especially in a data management, we have discussed a lot of things, that is starting from a generation of a data until a data analysis, data generation, data acquisition, and you can see, and then a data, what's the next thing, data generation, data acquisition, data validation, am I right? Am I right? Data processing, data remembrance, data analysis. So all these things we had discussed in the last class, and I told you that what is the importance of a data, especially we need a required data and a very legitimate input. That is the data. So information we need to take a perfect decision in a business process. So which is costing the value of a company, or which can take a company's entire future also. So how much important the data management through our projects, you can think what is the importance there. Now, with this background of a last session, I'll share the PPT for a present time, that is, will go what? Yeah, so we have gone with the data management. Just I will buffer you the last thing what we have did, and we have seen different types of data there, the big data, heterogeneous data, real world data, that things you have seen. Then coming to the next thing is real-time data, temporal data, spatial data, polyformic data, proprietary data, security and privacy data aspects. All this we have discussed, and we have discussed that how a data processing network points should be in a different stages, starting from a sensor networks to the enterprise services or a business evaluation. In that, so how a data management will go in different stages, that we have discussed. The first one is the data generation. That is how we are going to generate the data, and how we are collecting that generated data, having a things, means which is needed, either in what basis, event basis we are collecting data, or Interpol data we are collecting, or continuous monitoring we have to do. So how a data acquisition can be done, and how we are considering that particular data that we discussed in acquisition, and then validation of data. Whatever data is collected or acquisition has been done is correct. So either we have to validate our data according to our filters, what we are having. Based on that, so the validation of data will also plays a very much important role. After a validation of data, the data processing. Either you have stored the data continuously, on time coming data you have to process. It depends. It depends. So data processing means how we are processing. You will use different mathematical methods to process this particular data, or you may use different formulas, algorithms. It depends on you, that based on your project, how you are processing that particular data. After processing a data, so until what time this data should be stored? This is very much important question. So based on your project, either you have to store for a particular time or particular years you have to store. You need a large quantity of a database on a cloud. It depends on your project how you are going to do that and all. Coming to the next thing is the data analysis. Okay, a vast data is there from my project. I have collected for last 6 months or a 1 year or 3 months, like that. And then analysis I have to do, how in a precision agriculture, how they have data analysis in a rainy season, what will be the wet condition of soil in a different times, or in winter, how it will be. Like this, 3 months of data, taking that, either you will go for productions, or either you will go for the knowledge frames. It depends on your project how you are going to do that. So this is a data analysis. Either you will apply data mining, statistical things you will apply based on your project, and you will take out the knowledge frames out of that after a data analysis. So these things we have discussed and come back now. That is in a business process in IoT. So how a business process will be done using an IoT, that we are going to discuss, and what are the advantages of the IoT in a business process. Now observe this diagram carefully. Sorry, carefully. The decreasing cost of information exchange between the real world and the enterprise systems with the advancement of M2M. So that made our business means enter this era of a business in other way. Compare with the just to before going this in depth, you have to always what you have to do. No, you have to compare with last 5 years, 6 years, how a business is there, and now how a business is there. You consider any type of a business. Means purchasing of your dresses, purchasing of your any equipments like that, anything you see. When you go back to your degree or a PUC stage and all, at that moment, how you are purchasing your dresses, and now how you are purchasing your dresses. Just take that particular concept. Now it's open for discussion. How you are purchasing in your POC and all, now how you are purchasing. Now you have to tell me. It's open for discussion. Come on, start. Start. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಎಲ್ಲ? Are you listening what I'm asking you? ಕತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನಾನು? ಆನ್ಸರ್. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ? ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ಹಾ, ಹೇಳಿನಿ. ನಾನೇನ್ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನ ಕಷ್ಟದ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಿದೀನ? ಪಿ ಯು ಸಿ ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಟ್ಟೆ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರಿ, ಇವಾಗ ಹೆಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಚೇಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀರಾ? ವೆರಿ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಇನ್ ಪಿ ಯು
UC ಇರುವಾಗ we used to go to shop and directly shop it from the shop. Now, usually we do it online. Very rarely we do go to shops.
in your way. What about others? Any objection on this? What Varsha has told like that?
No, sir.
Boys, what's the change you find in your POC and purchasing addresses and now? Any changes? Come on. Time waste nobody. Others, quick. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ವೋ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದೊಂದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಕಮ್ ಆನ್ ಕ್ವಿಕ್. ಅಪೂರ್ವ.
Yes, sir. In PUC and all, we used to go to shop and buy clothes, but now we buy clothes in online, sir.
What's the difference you are finding in that? Which one is better?
So online shopping is better, I think, because we'll get to choose because we can find varieties in many sites, not only in one site, in many sites. We'll get to compare the price as well, and we can shop. Yes, sir. But in PUC and all, we used to buy in clothes in shop. That we used to go to only one particular shop. If we didn't find the cloth, we used to go to another one. So it was very difficult. Now it's very easy. We can shop online.
Good.
Yes.
Right. Now, back here with a lesson. Now you observe that particular figure here, cost gap for a data entry, whatever you are going to take. And now observe here how a data entry is going on in the past. Human assisted sensing will be there. How human assisted sensing they used to do, either they used to do within a barcode, either means one person should be there, either they will do within a barcode, either keyboard through keyboard they will enter to the system or some other way taking a printouts or a reports, the human will enter into the system and then a data will be maintained in a server. So this is a way in a previous times and all it has been gone. When assume we have to think in this way, a large quantity of business is going on means how much manpower is needed here for entering of that particular data. Data operators how many are needed in a huge companies where a bulk of data is coming. Especially you can think on the BPOs means background the processing organizations, whatever is there, the project, whatever is there, the background processing must be done. Almost all it has been coming reduced that today is the background processing, it will be done automatically. So in a stage coming to next 5 years or 6 years like that, almost all this particular concept, whatever is there, so that will not be there here. Means a bulk of an data, how to store it, where to store it, that should be done, and that things they are doing here with a human assistant. Now you see here a machine automated sensing is there where using your smartphones and using the internet virtual world enterprise systems and your server will be connected to that particular thing, and automatically when you do the transactions, when you do whatever the thing is there, then automatically it will be updated to the server without any human interference. Now, here you can see how an drastic reduce of human interference is there. And then especially coming to a real world relevant processes. Always any organization, it may be one or the other way the organization should be related with the real world. Some companies they will directly related to the real world. Take consider Reliance and any other companies, yes, they are directly related. Any airlines companies, whatever companies, smarts like that. So Tata, Birla, whatever their Tata Motors, you take into the considerations. Any mobile networking companies, they are all related to the real world in one or the other way. Other companies maybe they can ask, so software companies may not be related directly to the real world, maybe like that. But indirectly, as a third party, you are related and you are doing a project for the company which is related directly to a human interfaces or a real world, and that you have to take into the consideration and you have to do a project for the client company. So that is also there. And one thing I'll tell you, without the real world interaction, no business will be there in a world. Taking this as a base for an introduction, we'll move further. A business process refers to a series of activities, often a collection of interrelated processes in a logical sense within an enterprise, leading to a specific result. So, what is a business process? It's a series of activities in a business which we are going to do a series of activities, and we'll collect some information based on a logical sequence and all, and where our entire enterprise should must be lead towards and a specific result. After 5 years, where must be my business? Sorry, where must be my business and whatever the turnover I should achieve in another 5 years in my strategic plan. Every 6 months, how much products I should sell to reach that particular vision, and how my mission I will make to achieve that particular vision in every 6 months. once a balanced profit sheet will be generated, and there I will observe if for example, assume I should go with some 30 billion of dollars achievement should be done within a span of 5 years, and here it's not possible, means I will cut that particular profit into a years wise, and then months wise, and 6 months. So how much a percentage of profit I should achieve? If it's not achieved, then what is the reason that it's not achieved, and what are the decisions we should take to improve the business to achieve the strategic plan or to achieve the vision what we have made. So for that decision making and all, we need a lot of information. So where information file is there, to check that also we need information. So how to gather the information? So everything will comes under this particular business process. There are several types of a business process, such as management, yeah, 100% a management, and operational and supporting, all of which aim at achieving a specific mission objective, 100%. So to achieve my mission in this 6 months, where to I want to achieve a vision of 5 years. So what actually the management, how we are dealing with our management means what is the investments and all we have to do, and where actually the manpower is needed, what's the investment, and how to take the manpower, how to make a manpower to work, and operational things and all means how a machinery is operating, and what time to what time it should operate, and supporting, what's the supporting, a team is well needed to support to sell our products in the market, especially using today's automated system, that is digital marketing. Now, digital marketing is one of the boom environment, means where entire market is sitting on that particular thing. Managers and business analysis models are enterprises process in an effort to depict the real way an enterprise operates, and subsequently to improve the efficiency and quality. Always, what's the work of a managers and business analysis dealers, means models analysts, what they will do, they will apply a different business models, analysis models, and even a managers they will apply, and always they will see in a real way, means in a real time, how a business should be taken to an efficiency and quality of a business should be maintained. Several key business processes in modern enterprise systems heavily rely on interaction with real-world processes, largely for monitoring, but also for some control management in order to take a business critical decisions and optimize actions across the enterprise. So largely information gathering or monitoring in a real-world process, that is very much important, and some controls will be there on a business also, and in a critical situations how to take a decision based with that particular information will be done. In the introduction of modern ICT has significantly changed the way enterprises interact with the real world. So now coming to our modern way of business, the introduction of modern ICT, what is information communication technology, what today is the smartphones especially, that's playing a role in 80% of the role is played in almost all in a business sector. And many apps today, what it's playing a role, and how purchasing can be done. You can see not only I'm telling you Amazon, Flipkart, like that. Even companies, they are having apps today. For example, LG, you take, they are having their own app. Reliance, they are having their own app. Agio is there. Agio is there, where it dresses separate, and Trend is having its own app. Like that, you can see a different in a previous days, in a coming to the previous days and all environments. When you see and all, they are dependent only on a shops and dealers, retailers, that way of a system. Now here it's not like that. Even they are also having a individual apps, and you can install that particular app and you can purchase online there with that particular company directly. Why they have shifted to that particular stage means now almost all process is going on with that way of an business. We have witnessed a paradigm change with the dramatic reduction of the data acquisition from the real world. This was attributed mostly to the automation offered by machines embedded in the real world. This is very much means data acquisition, how we are doing in a real world through different machines where it has been installed and all. With that machines itself, we can take a data and we can tell this much of the business it can be done through this data acquisition. Initially, all these interactions were human based in the previous days and all, in which store, how many they have purchased, like that. For example, I'll tell you one LG company, if they want to make a survey that one particular product, a refrigerator of so and so model, what is the movement of this? They should see in area wise different dealer shops, and there they should get the data and then they should do the analysis and all. Now it's not like that. They are having their core website and entire thing is there based on a cloud. Even in a TVS company also you can take. So now whatever a single bill they are doing, everything they have to do with that particular software and everything is updated. That means if we ask like that today in India, how many refrigerators of this model has been changed, means sorry sold, they will tell like this. But in a previous days and all, it needs a time for an updations. Assume if Delhi is the one, the place of a main branch of an LG, and all over India, if they want information. Now it's not like that. With the concept of this new technology, ICT, whatever is there, they will get the information like anything. So now, however, with the relevance of RFID, wireless sensor networks, and advanced network embedded devices, all information exchange between the real world and enterprise systems can be done automatically without human intervention at blazing speeds. So 100% you can do that. Then coming to the next, the existence of SOA. This is service of architecture. So ready devices. So devices that offer their functionalities and web services. And that means what to say here is directly devices are connected to the web, not human beings. Directly devices are connected to the web. For example, assume I will make a production unit now. Whatever I am doing is my machine is producing some particular products, and that machine every evening, morning to evening, or whatever the products it's producing, it will keep on automatically updating in a server. And evening time, any time, if I see how many products the machine has made, so and so it has been made. In the previous days and all, humans has to enter that from morning to evening, how many products the machine has been done. So what is the total production? One person has to enter that. Now it's not like that. Even our machine will tell. Why? Because almost all machines are CNC based machines. You can convert the CNC based machines easily to a digital based. And now all digital based systems, whatever is there, so if that digital systems can be easily taken and the information you can transfer to the web. That is the SOA, which is needed now, and traditional web services, everything. Specifically, they will connect to the device, not any human beings. Now, any doubt is there, you can interrupt me anytime. The industrial adoption of IoT. Now, coming to industrial adoption of an IoT is hampered by the lack of integration of WSNs with the business process, modeling languages, and backend systems. So why the industrial adaptation of IoT, that is wireless sensor networks? So if industry wants to adapt that, is hampered by the lack of integration of wireless sensor networks. So integrating the wireless sensor networks in industry is a big constraint. For that, they need a separate business process modeling languages and backend systems where it may cost relevant also. So that is the one thing. A layered approach for developing or deploying and managing AWS applications that natively interact with enterprise information systems such as business process engine and the processes running therein is proposed and accessed. For this, what they will do, they will make a layer-wise approach. What is a layer-wise? First, the production unit. Sorry. First, the production unit will be automated. Later on, coming to the packing systems. So packing system, there how automation, like stage by stage, they will do an automation, means layered wise. If the adaptation of these automated things, that is sensors, everything has been done, then it is easy to implement or deploy that particular thing in a business, not in one shot. So IoT integration with the enterprise systems. So how integration of an IoT can be done with an existing thing, that is important. So M2M communication and the vision of the IoT was a new era where billions of devices will need to interact with each other and exchange information in order to fulfill their purpose. What is the agenda? Your objective is like this: a million of devices should be connected with each other. The devices should exchange the information with them. No human interaction will be there here. That's the one very important thing. And this billion of devices will exchange the information, and that information will be stored in one particular place, and the machines which has been interacting. Much of this communication is expected to happen over internet technologies, 100%, and tap into the extensive experience acquired with the architectures and experiences in the internet web over the last several decades. So now see how are things now today. Just a thing I will tell you. You do one thing. You take your mobile phone. Frequently, you in Amazon or a Flipkart. Frequently, you for 4 or 5 days you see one particular product. Don't purchase. Don't purchase. You keep on means add to cart, remove from cart. You keep on seeing that particular thing. You leave it, then automatically notifications will come to you, either from Amazon, like that. Notifications will come. The so and so product, if cost has been reduced or some scheme is there, then automatically a notification will come. Here, no, without any human interaction, the system itself, means the Amazon cloud system itself, according to the track, means where subsequently the user is seeing, so that thing will be taken into the consideration. Or you can see like this, when you purchase any product in a Flipkart or Amazon, same alike products it will show, and then it will show with this product usually customers will purchase other products. So how these things is possible, means how automatically it will take that no here no interventions will be there of anybody. Means the person who is, for assume that 5 lakh members, they have purchased one particular item. With that item they have purchased the other item also, then automatically that will be taken into the considerations. So in this way the automations you have to do in your business also. Now observe carefully a collaborative infrastructure driven by M2M and M2M, how a machine-to-machine interactions will be done in a different sense. Now observe this base layer here, cross-domain heterogeneous device collaborations, M2M, cooperating objects, and Internet of Things. And different things will be there here. Now assume a wireless sensor network is there, and one particular gateway, something is there, ATMs is there, your mobile phones is there, cars is there, some different service. And observe here service points. This is a service you have to give for even for this particular product, and here, and how these services is taking out. And now dynamic discovery of devices, services, and P2P communication. With them they can communicate. Now observe here cloud of things. This is very much important. Things speak. What I have told you that math works is there. That is things speak, means things will speak to you. So that's a cloud of things. So where our devices, whatever is there, based on their services, they can communicate with each other. And this communicated information, whatever is there from a different devices, which has been taken, and it will be taken to the business process support by the cloud of things. So directly you can take the device informations to the enterprise server or other devices, whatever is there, like a ThinkSpeak and all, whatever is there, data, whatever is there, you can take and you have to make a decision based on that particular data and what is your output based on that particular decisions will be taken. Now observe this. This is a very damn important thing, that is a cross-layer SOA collaboration with a M2M. That is your whatever the software of architecture, whatever is there, or a system architecture, whatever you are taking, that is directly connected to not a human being, that is directly connected to a system. And with this particular devices, the Internet of Services, cloud of things will be taken, and it will keep the entire business in a process. Now imagine how much we will believing of a human, more it has been believing on a automated devices. That means sitting in a Delhi, in a Bangalore production unit, my machine will tell today how many products it has been done, means produced, and how the product quality is there. Another machine will tell like this. So entire thing will be taken. You take another example, I will give you a real-time example. The best thing is the different showrooms, whatever is there in TVS showrooms, you can consider a motorcycles will be there. So any motorcycle with the engine number and so the chassis number which has been sold, that will be taken automatically and it will be stored. The information of day-to-day business will be stored in a cloud. Means not only one authorized center, entire authorized center's information. So based on that, how much productivity they have to do and how much selling of particular model is there. So that analysis they can do very easily. Like this is one of the example which I'm telling you. So like this, today the business, they are stepping into the IoT integration. You know, now IoT integration with the enterprise systems, if we discuss in depth, as shown in a figure, the cross-layer interaction and cooperation can be pursued. At the M2M level, where the machines cooperate with each other, machine-focused interactions as well as will be there. So that is the main thing we have to think is either my machine is in a digitalized. That machine can send an information out from that particular thing. Either my machine is cooperative with that. Now observe. And the second thing, what is it? At the machine to business, this is important. That is, either my machine can send a data out. So that is important. Where machines cooperate also with the network-based services. That means whatever the machine information is there here, the digital information is there here. That digital information, can I transfer that digital information to some other place? That means you need a network-based services. That means my machine should know about a network also, business systems also. Means what data it should send and what format of a data it should send. As in a figure, we can see several devices in the lowest layer. This can communicate with each other over a short range protocols. Means one device wants to communicate with other device. Here you can use a Bluetooth or a Zigbee within a small range. Even a longer ranges also they can discuss using a hotspot or a Wi-Fi. So it depends on your project that where actually you kept one machine and where actually you kept another machine. For example, the band what you are going to use, the band will always communicate your pulse rate and your steps, what you have, how many steps you have walked, and that you know the digital bands. So that bands you can see there also, and the same thing will be there here with mobile app also. Means both will be connected with the Bluetooth here. That means even how much sound means sleep, what type of sleep you had, what deep sleep is there, and as deep sleep is not there, what is your heartbeat in that particular sleeping stage. So everything, all the details you will get within that particular band. Now I can say like this, the band is communicating with other device. That is, one machine is communicating with another machine. Simple. How it is communicating? Via Bluetooth it's communicating. That means this band, what you have digital band, what you have purchased, that must produce what two works it will do. What the two works it will do? It will be attached to your skin, means hand, where you have wear, through where the pulse it will get. Based on that, it should generate some data, digital data. After generating the digital data via Bluetooth, it should transfer that data to your mobile. So here no human interactions will be there. That means human will not interfere to transfer a data. That is called as an M2B. So where a machine will transfer a data to a business logics. Promising a real world interaction is done using a service oriented approach by interacting directly with the respective physical elements. For example, via web services running on devices or via the more lightweight approaches such as an REST. So these things means how a machine itself, when automatically something goes wrong, just I will take my mobile LG app, my fridge is not working. So today means latest models, what I will do, a pinhole will be there. They have told me very clearly, you install our app you open, and the one's reader will be there. That whatever the back camera is there, you keep that to our whole means of that in a refrigerator. Then automatically the app will scan that particular components of a refrigerator, and what is the complaint, they will analyze from there itself, means from a cloud itself. That is my refrigerator is sending an information via app to the cloud, and from there the business fellows who are is it, they are verifying, they are doing analysis of which component may be wrong in that particular refrigerator. So see how much advance is there today. Then automatically they will tell that yeah, some problem is there. So when we can come and solve your problem. So they will tell, so okay, this day you come. They will come with, they know the problem already. They will come with the ingredients of that particular thing and they will solve the problem. Today it is there in a LG lot, whatever may be the AC, everything, if that particular option is there, where they are maintaining with an apps. Now, however, in an era of a sophisticated network, embedded devices, open interactions, and virtualized resources, a dilemma is emerging which manifests to which functionalities can be abstracted and migrated to the cloud. As I told you, 100%. So whatever the devices you are making, whatever the things you are making, just you can track that particular code and scan that through your app, and automatically you can raise a complaint. So you can tell a complaint. Everything you can do it. For the best thing, best example I will tell you, when you go with an DTH systems. In a DTH systems, nowadays you can see the assistants will be there always, means chatting assistants will be there. If you tell, I'm not getting so-and-so channel, means so-and-so problem, so-and-so error is there, then they will tell, technically now we are observing, wait, how much frequency technical support is there, your DTH. They will tell. Then afterwards, they will tell you restart now your particular DTH. That is switch off your setup box and re-on that. So once if you switch off and re-on that, you will see you will get an movies or whatever the television will run. So like that, how they are almost all they will try to give a service from a remote point itself. That means our device they can handle from a remote place. This is a one important thing which you have to observe in this. Now I'll stop at this particular point and we'll continue tomorrow with sorry with this particular point. right? Right? Hello. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ? Everyone ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ?
No, sir. Yes, sir.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿದ್ದೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಾ. ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೂರ್ಯ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀಯಾ?
ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಂತಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸರ್.
Hi. This is very important. Now I'm sending one quiz link to you. You answer that within the attendance time what I'll take. So then afterwards I'll close that. Just 1 minute. I'll send this. Yeah, I send a link. So you can answer to that question. 5 questions are there. Aditya? What is today's date? 28. Aditya? Absent? Idana? Ajay? Ajay? Illa. Amay?
Yes, sir.
Antima?
Present, sir.
Apurva?
Present, sir.
Ashwini? Ashwini? Ilva Ashwini? Bindu? Bindu? Divesh? Divesh? Gaurish?
Yes, sir.
Gautami?
Present, sir.
Gunashekar?
Present, sir.
Harini?
Present, sir.
Surya?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್.
Naina?
Present, sir.
Nazma?
Present, sir.
Nidhi? Nidhi? Pradeep?
Sir. Yes, sir.
Preeti?
Present, sir.
Rajesh? Sahadev?
Present, sir. Sir, you told that you will send sir number.
I have forgotten. I'll send now. I'll send now. Saket?
Present, sir.
Santosh? Santosh? Seema?
Yes, sir.
Sinchana?
Present, sir.
Spurti?
Present, sir.
Shashank?
Present, sir.
Varsha?
Present, sir.
Yashashwini?
Present, sir.
Amrita?
Present, sir.
Anusha? Aya. Ilva? Apurva ke? Anusha, ಹೇಳಿ ಅಪೂರ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಅಪೂರ್ವಕ್ಕೆ absent. Sai?
Yes, sir.
Chetana? Chetana? Kavya?
Present, sir.
Madhusri?
Present.
Manish?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್.
Sarfaraj?
Present, sir.
Murugesha?
ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಸರ್.
Mani?
Present, sir.
Paresh?
Present, sir.
Pooja?
Present, sir.
Prashant?
Present, sir.
Pratibha? Pratik? Sadhana,
Present, sir.
Shashank,
Present, sir.
Shraddha,
Present, sir.
Sridhar,
Present, sir.
Tanuj,
Present, sir.
Tejaswini,
Present, sir.
Ani,
Present, sir.
Ashish,
Present, sir.
Vidya,
Present, sir.
Vishal.
Present, sir.
Thank you. Just I'll stop the recording.